Okay, welcome everybody to a live just demonstration, I guess. We're going to take the outer dually wheel off here, and I'm just going to clean it up a little bit and repaint it, just to make it look nice, or better, I should say. This is another step in just the refreshing of the whole truck that I've been kind of doing in my spare time here. So since we're live, let's go ahead and get started and get this wheel off the truck. Let's see here. Get these lug nuts off. Oops. Obviously, before you do anything here, you want to jack the truck up. I'll try and hold my head still as best as I can while I'm doing stuff here. Alright. There's the cover plate. I am using the Ray-Ban glasses, so that's why you see two hands free, no camera in my hands or anything like that. They seem to be working pretty good. The resolution ain't the best in the world, but we'll make it work. Let's just get this stuff a little wet so we can wipe it off a little. See if I can get this done in the 20 or 30 minutes that they say, because all these glasses are only good for. They say you can live stream up to 30 minutes here. So, ooh, man, this wheel is a mess. All right. We'll see if this stuff will help us out at all. In case you want to know what I just put on, it's a little bit of a rust dissolver. We'll put it on here and see if it does anything in the few minutes or so that we're going to have here. It worked really good taking stuff off of the rust out of my Mustang, so hopefully it works here. Alright, basically all I'm going to do is use some sanding discs by hand and just, sand away on it. So, really, we'll just see just what good a little bit of sweat equity does for old wheels, particularly steel wheels like you have here. And what I'm doing is I'm just sanding, trying to smooth it off. I'm not really trying to sand the paint off or anything by any means. I'm just trying to smooth out the surface. Yeah, seems to be doing an okay job. I was kind of debating whether to do this by hand or just get out a drill and just use like a stainless, like a brush, and just use a wheel brush on it. But honestly, I think this is all I really need. And as a reminder, you know, this is really a grubby wheel, so if you have a better wheel or you want to spend a little bit more time doing this, you'll get an even better result than what we're going to do here. And I want to make it clear, I mean, this thing will look completely different, especially by the camera. The video it'll look just worlds different. Oh. Just fold the paper every time you come to a little crease. Alright. We wanna see if there's anything going on here. Looks like a little something something. Let's go. Looks like we are lifting some of that rust off of here. Sorry about all the extra noise, but we're doing this outside. My shop's full of stuffs, you know, and projects and I'm currently working on, so I don't really have the option to toss this inside and work on it. And I'm new to this, to using these glasses and stuff like this, and trying to even do a live stream. You know, so I apologize ahead of time right now if you're putting something in the chat and wondering why I'm not responding to it or something or anything. Again, I'm using the Ray-Ban glasses, so both hands are free, and you know the laptop isn't even close by. You know, we're just gonna do what we can here. I guess one thing that really matters with this is the paint you're going to use. You know, in this case, I'm going to use a paint that does its own kind of primer and sealing as well. So that certainly is going to matter. Because although this car, it feels pretty smooth, dummy, dirty wheel. When masking off the tires, just take a little bit at a time, especially when you're using thicker tape like this, and just Do the best you can going around. When it's not gonna go around the lip very easily. Matter of fact, I might need a screwdriver to get that stuff to go inside the lip like we want. Let's see. You gotta do it a little piece at a time. If I had some really thin tape, I'd probably be able to just run it right around the bead. Yeah. You might be asking yourself, well, why is he not just, getting all the paint and all the little rust and whatnot off, And the reason is, I really don't have to with the paint that I'm going to use, because it makes its own primer and sealer. Things like that, you really can cheat a little bit with your preparations here. And that's important with something like this, because I can't spend an hour doing this. I just gotta just block out 20-30 minutes and just do it. Kind of like, an extra project during my lunch or something. Kind of how it has to play out. And as you see, I just make the one line right here, and then I'll fold and crinkle everything else up just so it sticks in place. Let's see here. Just be close to that bead. And then just crinkle everything else up. All right. spots here. I kind of go on the wheel a little bit. We don't want that. Make good use of your fingernails in situations like that. There we go. And you know what? I'm just gonna spray this thing. You know, the heck with it. Let's just see. Worst case scenario, I put some paint remover and stuff on it and be done with it that way. We want to spray this as well. I'm looking for my sandpaper. Yeah. If I had the time, it'd be really good just to take the wheel off, take the tire off the wheel, sandblast it to bare metal, and then go at it. Just a regular Walmart brand, well, Walmart bought Rust-Oleum paint primer. That's all we really need. Just want it to match the boards and stuff. So let's just see how that's gonna work here. Ooh, that don't look good. Shake that up better. Oh. Alright. Let's see how it's gonna work. Do a real thin coat. All right, and then we'll let that set up for a little while. While that's setting up, I might head around to the other side, and we're gonna get that wheel off and get started on that. Oh. There we go. Hey. Alright. Yeah, here at the shop, you never know who's gonna be walking by. Oh, there we go. Missing lug nuts away. Now, on this one, I'm going to do this one a little bit differently. On the other one, I was trying out, see if I could treat the rust a little bit, or we'll see how that worked out. All right. This one I'm just going to wipe off, and we'll see. We'll see if there's any reason that maybe it does not feel smooth. I know I'm going to end up redoing this. But I already started, already kind of made up my mind. But, you know, if we're wanting to talk about the right way to do this, it would be, oops, I'm ahead of myself. See if I can, no, I'm going to get paint all over the freaking wheels, or the tire, I should say. Really, I mean, the way I'm doing this, the only real rule I'm following is get as little on the tire as possible. I'm not going to really care about the wheel in the back or anything along those lines. Again, yeah, it's not like this is a customer thing. This is just a little cosmetics to this truck that I use to just haul things back and forth to the junkyard and stuff with. Basically, you know, so it looks good from 20 feet away or 10 feet away. And I kind of like this truck, you know, personally. You know, it's... I've had it for several years at this point. You know, and I've done a lot of work to this, even though it doesn't necessarily look like it on the outside. It's got a pretty healthy Vortec engine in it. There's a funny story about, you know, when I bought this thing from the guy that I bought it from. And I was buying it from you know, a guy who was supposedly a pretty good mechanic. And he's like, oh, it just needs a timing chain, you know, it'll be pretty good. Yeah. You know, when time came to really, you know, see what it needed, you could literally take the balancer, you know, the front part of the engine, right, and you could turn it one way, and you could turn the back, you know, the flywheel another direction, you know, fully. I mean, this is actually the first truck that I ever actually have firsthand experienced a fully broken half crankshaft. But yeah, I wasn't too awful hurt about him either lying or not knowing what the heck he was really talking about. I got this, you know, in a combo deal kind of thing. I bought this and a 77 dually pickup as a pair. And I wouldn't, whenever you see the little bubbling like this, don't worry about that right now with this. It'll cover up and smooth out as we get, you know, another coat or two on here. It's just that the surface wasn't prepped all that well for it. All right. Let's see what happens with the other side. While I do that, I'm going to shake up the paint. I guess that wasn't smart of me to do necessarily. Okay, let's see here. And then once you get your first coat, the second coat can go on a little bit better. Don't go too heavy with it. I'm going a little bit heavier than I should. And now I'm trying to use my left hand. That's never good. try this one more time, or two, or three. There's a lot more wet there, or white, I should say. Whatever. Alright. Now we really haven't had time for this side to dry. So yay for that. Put those glasses back up. It's really gonna be a bummer is putting those lug nuts back on, all grimy and rusty. Should try to find a way to. This one's horrible. Got plenty of dust on it. Alright. Alright. We shall see how that turns out. It is not looking great, but compared to the way it was, I mean, it'll be interesting to see the before and after, even with this kind of be a crappy thing. Let's see here. Alright. One more time over on the other side. That's all the dirt to forget cleaning. Who cares? There we go. Might as well make it look the same. We're just gonna spray over it all on one side, we'll spray over it all on both sides. Alright. Technically, but what we did here, we really didn't need to take the tire off the wheel. Or I should say, I said that completely wrong. Didn't really need to take the wheel and tire off the hub. think that's what I'll do. We'll do the last coat of white. Once we have the wheel and tire back fully mounted on here. When you are playing with wheels and tires, don't ever use the impact gun to start the threads. Always start the threads by hand. You'll easily cross thread them, and next thing you know, you have a busted stud. All right, let's see here. My glasses are about to shut down. There we go. That's all right. That's gonna be a big difference from before. Let's see. Am I still on my phone? My glasses? Yep. All right. We'll see if we can finish this up on this side, so we can have a full before and after. All right. Oh. Figures, my glasses, the Ray-Ban glasses, they seem to work really good, but they're really limited in how long they're going to work. So let's do a final dusting. There you go. That's 100% better than before. Not perfect, but it wasn't intended to be perfect. It's just now the wood and the wheel, they kind of go together. Now up here I got some more work that I'll do as I get more time. I'm actually planning on doing a bed liner paint job, so hopefully I'll be able to stream that as well. We'll see. All right. Well, I think that's it for my stream before my glasses quit on me. So I hope you guys gained some value from this.